Hello, good morning, beautiful people. How are you guys doing? I hope you have had a good weekend. I did. Um, I'm sitting here at my table enjoying my plants, guys. Yeah. So I just want to give God thanks for keeping me through the weekend. I am a Seventh-day Adventist, guys. So I go to church on Saturdays. So I had a wonderful time worshiping, yeah, and praising God. So again, hello, all of my beautiful people out there, my new subscribers, my friends, and my family. Yes, we are a movement. We are African Unite family. So please remember to share the videos, to like them, to comment, and that is what drives the algorithm so that we can reach our goal. I'm on my way. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers because we are over 500 subscribers. So, guys, we're still talking, we're still enjoying ourselves, and please understand that in this space, I just want to talk freely, unscripted. So this morning, what I want to talk about mainly is Jamaican people, the different sides of us. We are not all the same. We are Africans, of course, but we are not all the same. We don't do things the same. We don't subscribe to the same things. So, of course, my name is Sharon Henry, and I go by the name Sweets at Sharon on YouTube. So, what is my one of my topic today that I want to talk about is the way we talk. So, for instance, our streets talks in Jamaica. Um, a lot of foreigners who visit Jamaica, they gravitate or they like the way the street words are being spoken, in the streets in Jamaica. But those street words have meaning, guys. So when you go to Jamaica, kind of understand what the meaning of the streets words are. One of the word is, I don't even use those words because I was growing up in Jamaica and I know what those words mean. So one of them is BBC. I think a lot of you guys can understand what I'm talking about, but they would say bomba cloth. All right. A lot of street people use them. When I say street people, I don't mean people live on the street, but I mean people who are on the streets, in the streets. They use that word. And a lot of foreigners are fascinated by those words. But guys, those words mean something. Um, Back home, mothers and fathers would not want their children to learn those words. If we say them, we will get a beating or we will get disciplined not to use them because they are called bad words. So those words, the cloth words, they mean something. There's a passage in the Bible that says, "Your righteousness to me, to God, is like filthy rags." So the BBC bumbo cloth and the other cloths, they are referring to the filthy rags of a woman. In the Bible, the filthy rags of a woman is the rag that they use when they are menstruating. And I think back then, there was no proper way to really get rid of those stuff. So maybe they bury them, and then the dogs will uproot them and carry them in the streets, and they're not pretty things to look at. They're not nice. So they became curse words. People will use those words to curse you, those materials to refer to you when they're cursing you out. So when you hear those words in Jamaica, guys, they may be trendy and depends on how they are used. To women, they're derogative. So I can assure you that if you're a woman that wants a good upstanding man and say take you out and there are conversations and out of the blue you just shout out one of those BRC words, he's going to be very embarrassed. He's going to like, whoa, what kind of woman is this? You know, like in America or Canada, when you use the F word as a woman, they will call you potty mouth. I don't know, I've never heard that name referred to a man who cursed the F word, but to a woman who used the F word, they call her potty mouth. Yeah. So those words, although they may be trendy, they may sound, like something you want to learn and say, just research what they mean. Because anybody can use them, and that doesn't mean that they are bad people. But I'm saying the words are bad words. And sometimes when the foreigners go to Jamaica, they will just pop out the word. And then people would be looking at them because they're using them outside of the context that they are supposed to be used, or they usually use. I hear people explaining the words to foreigners, to visitors who go to Jamaica. And some of the explanation are not really right. You know, the way the words are used is maybe because you're cursing out somebody, or maybe you're shocked. It can be used to say, long time I don't see you, BBC or whatever. But you cannot go into a like a upscale establishment and use those words and people take you serious. They're gonna look at you like, hey, what about, what kind of words are you using in this kind of space or in this kind of establishment? So guys, I'm just telling you that those words, not everybody use them, and not everybody from everywhere use them. For instance, in the inner city area, on the streets, like in the market, you may hear them a lot. But also in the inner city, people are in the inner city that don't use them, because you have different kind of persons or people in different part of the country. So in the inner city, you have God-fearing people, Christian people, people who do not use those kind of words. I don't want to use the term decent, because people using those words doesn't mean that they're not decent. It's just a trend. It's just words that are used like commonly, and they are not good words. In Jamaica, we call them bad words. All right, so that's one of the thing I want you guys to learn about Jamaica. And I say already that this space is not to learn, educated university stuff. We're just talking, and I'm just trying to help you out, especially the foreigners. I'm talking to foreigners now, that when you go to Jamaica, kind of learn the way Jamaicans do things, they say things, and their attitude and how they behave. All right. The next thing I want to talk about is our food. Jamaican food, the way we cook very uniquely. So we are spices. We use a lot of spice. We use salt, we use oil, yeah, and we spice up our food. If we're cooking meat, we season our meat with our local spice, and we marinate our food. So that's why our food, you can find our food different from other foods around the world. If you go to Africa, I've never been to Africa, but from what I hear, some Africans, especially Kenyans, they don't use the amount of spice that we use. They kind of cook their food without the spices that we use. So Jamaicans, they use spice to cook their food. So that's why Jamaican foods are known to be the best tasting food around the world. All right, and we cook. A lot of Jamaican people, even the little stuff of child, can cook because we learn. Our parents teach us how to cook good, and to prepare clean food. Even if you go on the streets, you can see how the street vendors, they have their water, they wash their hands, they clean up their food the way you clean up their meat. They clean up their meat, they wash and they cook their food. So you can almost trust anywhere in Jamaica to eat, whether you're eating on the streets or in the restaurants, right? Because that's how Jamaican people cook. The different kinds of foods in Jamaica. Let's talk about the native foods in Jamaica. So our national dish is ackee and saltfish, or ackee and codfish. But it's kind of intriguing how ackee came to Jamaica, right? So we know that Jamaicans, we were brought to Jamaica as slaves. Our forefathers were brought to Jamaica as slaves, and so the ackee was brought to Jamaica as a fruit to feed the slaves. And so um, Jamaican people are known to eat ackee. But what is strange, the ackee was brought from West Africa to Jamaica. But guys, West African people don't eat ackee. So my question is, how is it that, you know, a food that comes from somewhere, the people there don't eat it, but it is brought to Jamaica and the slaves learn how to cook it in a way that, guys, if you have never had ackee and saltfish, go have some now. Find out where you can get some and go. It's the best, one of the best tasting delicacies or food in the world. Most foreigners who go to Jamaica eat ackee and enjoy ackee. So yeah, there was a West African guy, Woody Maya. A lot of us know Woody Maya by now. Woody Maya went to Jamaica, and I saw that Woody Maya went to somebody's home in Jamaica, and they prepared the ackee and the saltfish, and he said, "No, no, 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 I'm not eating that. That is poison." And with a little bit of coaxing, he tasted some, and man, I tell you, he couldn't stop eating the ackee. Yeah. So how is it that it's from West Africa, but West African people don't eat it, but yet the slaves back then cooked it and eat it, know when to cook it and know how to cook it, because ackee, it have a duration of time. It's a fruit and it stays on the tree until it is opened for the gas in it to come out, because the gas in it is the poison. So when it's open, and the gas come out, that's the time that it can be prepared and eaten as a meal. So yeah, that's one of our unique food in Jamaica that is very nice. So when you go to Jamaica, people, those of you guys who love to go out in the country, who love to cook out in the bush, don't go and see ackee and just pick them if they're not open and prepare them, because you may get in trouble. You may be poisoned by that. All right. That one is off the table. What else do I want to talk about? Jamaicans have a lot of different foods. Say for instance, crabs. We have crabs in the swampy, rivery places in Jamaica. We're swamp, and I don't eat crab. I used to eat crab. but I don't eat crab because I'm an Adventist, a 7 Day Adventist, and we don't eat most of the seafoods, crab, shrimps, lobster. No, we don't eat them because in the Bible it says they are bottom cleaners. But I mean, hey, if you want to eat them, I'm not against people who eat them. I choose not to eat them for health reason. So yeah, you have the boiled crabs that people boil with scotch bonnet pepper, and sometimes they drink the soup too. That's one of our unique dish, boiled crab. We also boil the corn, different from how other people around the world prepare the corn. We boil the corn on the cob. We boil it. You can eat it with butter, with a little bit of pepper in it, and then we drink the corn soup. Yes, so that is one of the uniqueness of one of our food. We have our snacks that we make from coconut. I think in one of my video, I did a video where I did gisada. Gisada is all-purpose flour and coconut with spices, and we make a nice snack out of that. Coconut drops, with sugar, and you boil the coconut with the drops with the sugar, and we make a snack out of that. Yes, so those are the things that you go and look for when you go to Jamaica, and you can enjoy when you go to Jamaica. Jamaican yams, Jamaican sweet potato. One of the way that Jamaicans prepare the yam, the roast yam. There's a place called Melrose Hill, past Mandeville and go up. On that hill, you can stop if you're driving, stop for a snack treat or just to have lunch or brunch, and you will have your roast yam and your salt fish. Yes, man, and jerk chicken, of course. The way they do the jerk chicken is unique too. It's marinated, seasoned with our local seasonal pimento, our thyme, scallions, onions, all the peppers, seasoned overnight, and is prepared on a drum pan, a tin drum pan, smoked, a little bit smoked and cooked. Whoa, that is good. Very good food. Yeah, so that is the uniqueness of our food. Um, we have some Jamaican slangs or proverbs. Proverbs. So let me talk about some of the Jamaican proverbs. So you have one of the Jamaican proverbs said, "Rain a fall, but the dirty tough. Pot a boil, but the food not enough." It's two phrases. You can use one by itself, or you can use both of them together because they mean the same thing. So, rain a fall, but the dirty tough. What that means, I think that you can put a lot of meaning to it, but for me, I think that it means that things is not always what it seems. You know, you might see people laughing, having fun, happy, but they're going through hard times. It's not all itchy peachy over here as you see it. We're laughing and we're joking, but we're really struggling. The same thing about the pot of boil, but the food not enough. You have a lot of children, and you do the best you can. You comb up their hair, clean them up nicely, look after them. But actually, we're struggling to get food over here, to feed them. But we do the best we can so that they can look good. We teach them manners that when they speak, you think, oh, these are children that are prospering. But it's not really so. We are having a hard time. One cocoa full basket. Yeah, ever mickle make a muckle. So those two proverbs together means the same thing. One cocoa full basket means every little that you have, you put it together, you can get much. So it's kind of teaching patience, wait, and take your time to achieve what you want in life. Nothing come easy. You know, a lot of people like the rich quick schemes, and they go out of the way to achieve what they want. But these two proverbs are saying, take your time, work hard. The more you work and the more you save, you will achieve your goal. Guys, you know, I wish I could do a live, but for now, this is what it is. I sit and I talk, but I would like you to respond in the chat. Talk about the Jamaican proverbs, the Jamaican food, Jamaican street talk. Let's have a conversation, what you think about them. You know, we're not here to like cuss out one another. We're here to agree to disagree. Maybe the way I understand it is different from the way you understand it or the way you learn it. Let us teach one another. These are teaching moments. And I said it's not that serious. We don't have to come here and fight, you know. And if it's boring to some people, hey, um, either you add your 2 cents to it or you don't watch it at all. But let us have fun as a people, building something for all of us to enjoy. So, um, as I said, we Jamaicans are unique people. We're not all the same, but we are one people. Our motto is, out of many, we are one. And we want to keep it so. You know, we are a melting pot, you know, and everybody can come from everywhere and come to Jamaica, go to Jamaica and enjoy Jamaica, have fun in Jamaica, have fun with in the beaches, in the rivers, you know, in the mountains, in the markets, you know, everywhere you go in Jamaica, you can enjoy yourself, but make sure you understand the meaning of the words they are using. Try the food, know how to cook the food, you know, and go and have fun. You know, a lot of people are saying that Jamaica is dangerous. You know, be careful when you go to Jamaica. Yes, be careful when you go anywhere. You know, you have to be smart, that it's not everywhere that you go you can behave a certain way and are safe. So safety first, and go to Jamaica and let us enjoy one another. Let us and for me, those of us who have never gone to Africa, like myself, let us put Africa on our bucket list, to visit Africa, to know the culture, learn the culture, see our likes, what they do that we like, and what you know we do that they like, and we can integrate. I want to big up somebody. I was watching Mara yesterday, and Jamaican uncle. I think you have a channel now. I think he has a channel, and I try to subscribe to the channel. And when I put Jamaican uncle, a lot of people have the same name. So I don't know if there's something there that I missed, if there's an exclamation mark or a question mark or something that I should add, because I wanted to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for your kindness, how you know, you visit Mara, and just like myself, you respect him, so you think that you could go and you know, share your money with them, to help them to build themselves. That is so nice. And that is what I'm talking about when it comes to Jamaican people, guys. If they see that you're trying, or that you're doing something good, they will be behind you, in front of you, beside you. That's how we are. That's how majority of Jamaican people are. And I'm sure that you have nice people in all parts of Africa that will do the same thing. As Black people, we want to build one another, we want to encourage one another, and we want to make sure that our place in society is to build each other up, not to pull each other down. When you see somebody struggling, and if you can help, help. All right. I hope this few minutes of talking about Jamaican Jamaican people, what we do, who we are, and how we do things. I hope you have enjoyed the moment. And as I said, put your opinions in the chat and let us keep chatting. So, again, I said, thank you guys for subscribing. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. So please support me, Sweets at Sharon on YouTube. And please like, share, comment, and so we can um, reach our target, which is 1,000 subscribers, and then we can go beyond, and so that we can have live chat. I could have a live that everybody could be talking. All right, so walk good and big up and blessed love. Bye.